І знову доброго дня, шановні колеги.
Good afternoon again, dear colleagues. We'll continue our working day and we'll talk now about the peace run, Ukraine and Europe again together. Viktor Mazurchuk, a civic activist and initiator of the peace run. Alexander Kuzin, master of sport of the international class coach. Valentin Sherbachov from the National Register of Records of Ukraine, Elena Yakimchuk, manager for corporate things, and Artem Atapolichin. The floor is yours. Dear friends, hello. First of all, thank you for coming, and also I greet those people who are watching us online. A couple of words about what the Run for Peace is. This is an unprecedented event that 12 non-professional sportsmen, citizens of Ukraine, are arranging. This is a run challenge in order to show that Ukraine needs peace. For more than 40 days, we will run through all the capitals of Europe and we'll talk to Europeans and we'll tell them that what we need is peace. We want peace, and what's happening now is absolutely awful. The idea emerged in a very simple way to show Ukraine in a different light than we were seeing over the recent 2 years, to show it as a sporting nation, as a strong nation, as a developing nation, the nation that can achieve a lot if there's an aim and if there are tasks that we understand. And now I pass the floor. Well, it is important to say that our run for peace, we will enter into the National Register of Records of Ukraine and also to the World Register in the Guinness Book of Records. And I invite Valentin Sherbachov here, who, well, first of all, this is a really unprecedented action, and they are doing what the state should do. In those countries where they will be running, we still do not have ambassadors. I don't know how we can really explain this, but they will be doing what the ambassadors should do. And many people to whom I talked abroad do not understand that we have a war, and this is not a civil war, but a war with Russia. Besides, many people abroad know Ukraine as, you know, Chernobyl, Klitschko, Dynamo Kiev, and this run for peace will actually provide people with an opportunity to see that Ukraine means much more. And, you know, this is an open run, this is an honest run, and this is a unique run. I think they will manage. They are not ordinary people. They are all our Ukrainians. We will watch them start their run on Saturday, and we hope we will meet them when they will be finishing, healthy, beautiful, and all this. And, you know, because they perform the function of people's diplomacy, then thank you very much. Now Artem Atapolichin, who is a representative of the law firm Ostapov Lawyers, they will be providing for the registering of records in the Guinness Book of Records, and they have agreed to pay for the entire amount of work. I am Artem. You know, we do support a lot of social projects. We are an international company represented in Kazakhstan, Russia, and Ukraine. You know, when we saw those people with their eyes blazing, we actually had no hesitations in supporting them. They did a trial run on Sofisky Square, and we watched it. And I think that this run will help peace triumph in Russia, Ukraine, and Europe. And sport is a uniting factor. We are ready to support it, and we hope that we will register a lot of records and we will boast of them, and that peace will come. Thank you very much. Thank you. And if I may, I pass the floor to our friends, our partners from Amway, and we won't be able to realize this record without Amway. And I emphasize that Amway will provide the sports foods for us that will help us endure this burden. Every day, every participant will run for 20 kilometers. Of course, we are people who are prepared, and we do run marathon runs, and some of us run 100-kilometer runs. But it is because and due to the products of Amway company, we will be able to cover this distance. Elena.
Thank you. I hope that your goals will be achieved, and the fact that Amway usually support with its efforts people who try to achieve certain aim, certain goal, and the product of Amway is aimed at support of well-being, comfort in your families, in your households, and of course we support with our Nutri-Lights. This is additives, and many athletes all around the world, they use this product, and I believe that the initiative people, they will enjoy our products. This project is very ambitious, it is very unusual, and it's my pleasure to claim that yes, it was our pleasure to take this opportunity and have all the best results. We will have easy run because we will use your products every day, and it will make its impact in our success. You see that we are athletes, and we could not live without the high quality sport additives. And of course I was surprised by Joma, Spanish company, that for 50 years manufacture garments for athletes. I would like to give word to Georgi. I believe that he has some pleasant surprise for you. Good afternoon. Homa company, in fact, is present in athletic market for 50 years. One of the most important sport and games is track and fields, and we have a contract with the Royal Track and Field team, and our peace run, your peace run, is very important for you. Jomo Ukraine is representative office of Homo in Ukraine. We support high quality equipment to all the athletes, and of course we will supply foods, supply garment. We will be the second body, the inspiration, and it is very important for us that they will beat the previous records. And secondly, of course, there's a surprise. Spanish representatives, they understand that it is very important to support Ukraine, to be friends with Ukraine. First of all the representatives, they will be supplied with the high quality equipment, and we have 12 of your athletes. They will travel to Spain to meet the CEO of Homa company, and Homa company understands that Ukraine is a sport country, European country, so have all the possible inspiration and new records. Another surprise, we will be given with a new uniform. There was a special delivery to Ukraine, and we are grateful for that. So we are speaking about our partners, and of course, the most important man here is Alexander Kuzin, our coach of international level. He is winner of one of European marathons, and he may tell us, based on his 25 years athletic experience, is it easy or difficult? You're a professional sportsman.
Hello again. I'm sorry. I am a record holder for Ukraine at the marathon run. I'm also the best marathon runner in Europe of 2007. I ran for an Italian club. At the moment, I've tied the knot. I finished with the professional sport, and I am a president of Taras Bulba Sports Club. And since last year, in parallel, I was coaching some professional guys. Unofficially, I am not a official trainer. I am coaching them in distance, and maybe, I also trained extramurally the best result, 2:07, which means 3 minutes per kilometer. And I'll boast also that professional sportsmen of our club for 10 years, almost in a run, have been winning the Moscow Marathon, and until the year before last, we were finishing with the Ukrainian flag, and only last year we had to be a bit sly and finish with the flag of our sponsor, Taras Bulba restaurant. I am very glad that the amateur movement of runners in Ukraine has made a huge breakthrough last year. I've run 5 times in New York City, where 50,000 people are running. And at last, since last year, the running movement has come to Ukraine. And thanks to people like Viktor Mazarchuk and other people in our club, we see such ideas spontaneously born. Viktor saw how Poles finished here in Maidan, and then he became beset with this idea, and he said, I want to do this also. I thought he was crazy at the moment, but you see, a little time has passed and he managed to do this. Very huge thanks to everybody who helped, all the sponsors. I know what this means. Last year and some years ago, I had to look for sponsors, for food and footwear. I was very pleasantly surprised when we saw so much sponsorship and help. Thank you very much. This is a huge contribution. I only regret that I wouldn't be able to take part in the event to the full scale, because this is such a noble cause and a journey of sorts. You know, when I was running professionally, I do not remember anything. When I was asked, what do you think about during the marathon, I'll tell you about nothing, because you just switch off your mind, you concentrate on running. But now, because of the amateur sports, it's like a tourism of sorts. And this is how it is. People travel due to sports and they see the world, and this is very good. How this is complicated, I don't think that even they understand this to the full. Yesterday I was running and I was thinking, if there were a web camera that you could see all the time, this could be a very successful TV show. I'm sure that if you interview them at the start and then how their thinking changes, then in a month's time they will be thinking in a different way. A couple of years ago, I sent a team to Africa, a well-prepared sportsman who were running for hundreds of kilometers, but then in Africa, 6 days with a backpack. When they came back with scars and bruises, I say, you have probably damned me more than once there. But they came back as a single family. I'm sure that they will face huge difficulties, not just physical, but psychological as well. But I'm sure that they will overcome them. We will support them online all the time. Among 20 participants, there are 2 beautiful girls who, first of all, probably decided to test themselves, and I think it would be very interesting if Natalia shares her vision why she decided to take part in this challenge. First of all, challenge for herself. Hello, everybody. Just one phone call and a question, don't you want to be part of the team? And you know, this is all my plans for the nearest 3 months. If you talk about sport in life, then sportsmen plan by the end of the year what they want to, where they want to run next year, what they want to experience, what they want to prove to themselves and many other people. I had such a plan, but it's changed now. When I heard about this idea, I understood that this is what I want very much, and this is what will provide me with an opportunity to show to ordinary citizens of Europe that Ukraine is beautiful and peaceful. So with my colleague Ksenia, I want to inspire the team for twice 20 days or 40 days to inspire residents of Europe and residents of Ukraine with our example and tell them that we are for peace, that we are well-wishing, that our opportunities are boundless because they are in our heads, and we put frames to ourselves, and this project is going to show us that there are no limits and no frames. We want to show the world that our boundaries are open, that we are smiling, that we are life-loving, and whatever complications and difficulties there are today, we will overcome all the difficulties with our entire country, with our entire team. And I want everyone to have peace, first of all, in their minds, in their families, in their cities, and then there will be peace in the country and all over the world.
A couple of words from me. Speaking of Natalia, she joined our club last winter, and to my understanding, she was a belly dancer because the say her way of running is very interesting, and her technique has changed to a better one. In this team, we all patriots of Ukraine. Natalia, she's from Georgia, and I was fascinated with her patriotism. She wore embroidered skirt, and it's an impression that Georgian people, they love Ukraine more than locals, more than Ukrainians. So let us have more of such people in our team. And in conclusion, I would like to present a pleasant surprise to you. It was 1 hour and less when this one was printed. Ukrposhta made a proper mail stamp. It will be from 100 to 500 of such stamps, and they will be delivered to all the capitals with say best wishes in sense of peace and calm. And thank you, Ukrposhta, that you joined our event, for your gift. A couple of words about the run, and next, any questions. If you'd like, this is the continuous run, means that one man will run in the dark, in the daylight. One and the same guy will cover the entire distance. One person means we have run.ua. This is our website, and hopefully you will not only watch our photos, but as well you will be able to watch a video online. For us, this is a chance to attract attention to Ukraine. If any questions, please go ahead. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, all the partners and team members, colleagues. Do you have any questions? Good afternoon. I represent the National Record Register that is nominating this event as for Ukrainian record. My question is, you say that this is a continuous run of one person. Will you have any stops in some other cities, in European cities, in order to communicate to the locals, to the citizens of the cities, to communicate to the president of the company sponsor? And since you are, to my understanding, announced the sightseeing tour in the factory, I believe that this is not a continuous run. In that case, in any second, in any moment of this distance, one person will run. It means that whilst this person is running, other people, other team members, they may have their communications, their networking, having their meetings with the president of Spanish Juma company. Okay, in that case, this is okay, but I ask organizers to watch closely that at least one person be running. It will be a video fixation in GPS tracking as well, video fixation, and you will be able to analyze it and to decide if you enter this as a Ukrainian record or not. Ukrainian Journalist Confederation, Sergei Negoda. You mentioned that Ukraine badly needs peace, and will you agree that this will be as well probably topical if you cover other regions of Latin America, Southeast Asia, etc.? Let us come back to this question after we'll come back to Kiev after our run. I believe that everything possible we may run throughout Latin America or Asian countries. Any more questions? Then last question from UCMC. Can you please indicate what is the trace of your run, and have you had your say rehearsals of this run? We will start on 21st at 11:30 a.m. At 12 it will be a start of run for adults around the Independence Square, Майдан Незалежності. We invite everybody to join this event. We start from Kiev, next will be Житомир, Rivne, Lviv, Lodz, Warsaw, Bratislava. Next we will head Vienna, Leeds, Spain, Barcelona, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, Barcelona again, Madrid, Portugal, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Poland, and back again to Kiev, to the first stage. For how long you have trained? In my case, I spent a bit more 1 year running. We have people that are running for 5 years already. Your colleague, professional journalist Sergei Popov, he is involved in running for 15, 16 years, and in fact he could be named as professional athlete. Of course, we have some people that are covering ultra marathons, 100 and more kilometers, 150 kilometers. So the team is, say, comprised of different people. Me, myself, I'm an expert in economics. Natalia, she's ballet dancer. Roman is marketologist. Sergei Popov, he is a journalist. And we have a team member with a jewelry cutter as his job. What time it takes you? First stage we will finalize on 11th May. Second stage will start in September, and we will have more details later on after we'll finish the first stage. And finally, I would like to say thank you to our partners that joined us, and unless you provided your support, and without our colleagues that are present here or in some other place, we would not be able to start this. And 6 members of our team now are undergoing the medical examination in the Olehovsky Medical Center. And another surprise. It is very important for us that not only the team representatives to run, but we invite all the Kiev region, Kiev Oblast athletes, Homo brand shop in Borshagivska 144. Everybody who say the key phrase peace run, he will have a special discount card, so please join us and be healthy. Super, thank you colleagues. Once again, the run, peace run, starts at Майдан Незалежності this Saturday, sorry.